Gonna keep that bike rubber side down.
Go there, ladies and gents. I'm out on the bike. And it's a little bit of KTM time with a little bit of me time thrown in too. But any hoozles, what am I doing? I'm literally just doing this. I'm just riding on the bike. I'm heading over to Bosham. I've not been down there for a while, and I've got a real affinity for going coastal at the moment. I just want to be down by the seaside, and although Bosham Harbour does not really construe seaside, it is definitely sea, and it's a lovely little place. And I'm going to go and find myself something to eat down there. If I think it's a Blue Anchor or something like that, Anchor Blue or something like that, is open for selling food. Otherwise I'll find a cafe or a McDonald's or something on my way home. I've set my sat nav to get me down there, but to be honest I'm kind of following my nose mostly. I don't actually know this route down there, but what can go wrong? I mean, you just keep riding until you get where you're going, don't you? I've got a full tank of juice just filled up, and I've got the rest of the day. I'm not hooning today, I'm just riding, enjoying being on two wheels and doing it as much as I possibly can. We're around the South Downs at the moment, and it's beautiful around here, even with the weather like this. When you've got a bit of mist, or low cloud rather, hanging in the hills, and obviously a little bit of moisture. I do have to keep remembering to give my lens a wipe. Slow down, okay. I don't think I need to slow down that much. I've been absolutely loving doing the English Heritage Motovlogs. I've got a wedge of them to come out over the winter months. Some of them leach into several videos. I mean, I went to Dover Castle, and that's like 5 videos I think. So I'm not going to put all them out in one day, because you'll just not have time to watch all that. I'm not interesting enough to watch that much of me in one go. But I do hope you enjoy them as much as I am. Not everyone's cup of tea, but neither am I, and that's fine. Oh, I can smell some food. I've got a right rumble going on in my belly. I do hope the pub's serving food when I get down there. I think there's another cafe there. I mean, it's Bosham, there's got to be something there. I know we're a bit off season, but there's loads of sailors and stuff that hang around down there, and fishermen. Did I miss my turning? I might well have missed my turning. Well, I got carried away with what I was doing rather than where I was going, which is a better way to be. One, because it means you're concentrating, and two, it means you're just enjoying the ride rather than sitting there staring at a computer screen or phone screen trying to work out which way you're going. It doesn't matter, there's no hurry. We get where we're going when we get where we're going. I mean, I hate getting stuck in traffic or behind slow vehicles that I can't pass, but it doesn't matter, I'm on two wheels, and that's just fun. It's enjoyable, pleasurable, a little delight, a break from your humdrum life. I've been down to Bosham quite a few times when I was younger, not so much as an adult, and I could have gone a much simpler route, but where would the fun been in that, eh? Where would the fun have been in that? I wonder what it is that I've doofed in my neck to make my head sit like that sort of naturally. I don't know if you noticed on my Motovlog helmet cam setup build video thingy that I did, that the camera sits at a squiffy angle, and that's because when I'm riding, and I'm guessing in real life too, I sit with my head at an angle sort of like that, and I don't even notice I'm doing it. So maybe like I'm like a place or a flatfish or something like that. I think that's what it is. I'm related to a flatfish, and I've fallen on one side, and I don't know whether that makes me a right-handed flatfish or a left-handed one, but I am left-handed, but I don't know how that works as a fish. And it is wet, and I do like the sea, so maybe that's it. I'm a merman. I'm a fucking merman, a flatfish merman. Mormon. I'm a Mormon. No, I'm not a Mormon. Oh dear, oh dear. But yes, you do actually get left and right-handed flatfish, because they will have flopped one way or the other. They started off being a normal upright fish and then fell over, and they stayed falling over because it worked for them gathering crap off the seabed and stuff like that, the little bottom feeders, and good for hiding and stuff like that. All sorts of shenanigans that little flatfish get up to. A damn clever bit of evolution though. They realised they were getting eaten and realised that they were struggling to eat things that were tasty for them, so they just like turned on their side and evolved. Clever stuff. Bosham and Portsmouth A259 Perfecto. This way. So we're quite close in now, pretty much. The buildings are getting a little bit more oldie. There's a Citroen 2CV. You know life is pretty slow if you've got a Citroen 2CV. Apparently, according to my dad, the Citroen 2CV was designed so that you could drive at, I don't know, 30 miles an hour or something like that across a field with a dozen eggs in it and they wouldn't break. So that's why it's got its awesome suspension. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds like it could be and should be. And we're in Bosham. We win. The sat-nav didn't lie. We are here. I don't actually know if the route it's taking me is the route I specifically want to go to Bosham. It looks like it would be because it's skinny, and I like skinny roads, especially on the day when you're just bimbling along. You're just riding and enjoying and soaking up the wonders of two-wheel life. Nice thatch. Ooh, 70s bird. And I can see the sea, river, estuary, water, salty stuff, and an ice cream van. So I guess we're still on spring tides. They don't just disappear just like that, and that means the water's right the way up here. Awesome stuff. Well, I ain't going in that. Pretty stuff. Might get myself a little photograph. So I need to find out if the tide's on its way in or on its way out. So let's see whether we can work this one out. Googleize it. High tide Bosham. Okay, so high tide 227. Wow, it would have been right up high. Oh yeah, you can see the scump line there. Okay. So high tide was at 1427 and we're 1558 now. So we should be alright. Let's see if they've got any food on the go, eh? Get this camera off. I'll be back if I get any food, or I'll be back if I don't. Either way, you ain't got rid of me yet. Okay, well I timed that badly. This is the trouble with working nights, is that it means you wake up at stupid times of day wanting food when everyone else is not wanting to make food for you. So there's no food here. Really friendly guys though. I hope to come back down there again and sample their menu, because it's really nice and peaceful down there, except for when I rev the engine on this thing, which I try not to do too obnoxiously. So the road goes all the way over that way, and I think it kind of goes around that way as well, but that's salt water. I'm not riding the bike in that. even just around here is a little bit more than ideal. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye open for a jet wash. Oh, but let's have a little look ski around here, shall we? It's all very nice. I'm pretty sure I remember losing a pair of trainers jumping off the wall here as a kid. I left them on because I didn't want to get my feet stuck in the mud, so instead of which I got my shoes stuck in the mud, and yeah, they were gone. Awesome stuff. It's very pretty down here, very pretty indeed. It's more of a summer place to hang out than a winter place though, but I quite like the moodiness of this time of year. An adventure has still been had, and I'm still having it. I don't know where I can ride around here. I'm sure the roads will finish at some point. I'm hoping it will tell me when they do. So there's a little sailing club around here. So Macca, if you want to get yourself a boat, get yourself a little dinghy like this. This is all private shit here, I think. Alright, let's get myself out of here. Yeah, get yourself a little dinghy, Macca. You don't need a big boat to go and have fun. Yeah. Cool. Let's get out of here. Might just go and find myself a McDonald's. That's your fault, Macca, if I do. It's all very lovely down here. I really fancied a pub lunch. Oh, it's kind of annoying, but it's what, 4:10 now. Not really lunchtime, is it? They are really cool, aren't they, them two CVs? I think they've got about as many horsepower as this is. They obviously weigh a little bit more. It's absolutely useless if you want to go anywhere in them, but it's just a little scoot around town. They'd be ideal, especially if you wanted to carry some eggs across the field. Poodling, 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 poodling along, singing a song about poodling along. I certainly don't think as I've got older that I've lost my urge to drive or ride fast. I really enjoy it. I get an absolute kick out of it, but I just don't feel the need to do it quite so often anymore. I saw some information about the new 790 Duke that's coming out soon from KTM, and I'm really quite excited about it. MCN sang its praises with caveats. The version they had was being tested up in a mountain, and they were already saying they was going to lose about 15-20% of its horsepower, which okay, I get that. I mean, yes. And then they slated it for not quite having enough power, and you're like, well, hang on a minute, you've just said exactly why it doesn't have enough power. It does seem an odd place to test a prototype, in a place that's going to lose half of its power. Well, not half, but you know what I mean. Look at that, that's a right sketchy roundabout. Didn't enjoy that. I'm sure that car that got lost its patience didn't enjoy it much either. But hey, alright, let's get the fuck out of Dodge. But yeah, speed isn't everything, but I do really like the idea of that 790. And some of my little ventures further afield could really do with a little bit more power. So, I mean, even this 70 mile an hour, it cruises absolutely fine at it, it's really comfortable at it. But I'd much rather have something I can sit 70 mile an hour that's not in the top end of its rev range at that point doing so. And something like the 790 should be pretty damn nifty on track. I mean, like, this thing would be pretty damn awesome on track, but I don't know, it would be not quite as much fun as something with 115 horsepower as these. Them tractors are in a bit of a way. And that big thing sticking out, I was like worried about getting scooped up by it. I like filtering. See, with all this traffic, I don't even know if I want to stop at McDonald's, you know, because it's probably going to be really busy in there too. I'll see what the car park's like there. It's only just across these lights here and on the roundabout. Alright, gonna end this here. Run out of interest. All shitty roads from now, and I'm sure you don't want to see me at fucking McDonald's. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you're new to my channel and you like the stuff you see, do subscribe. That way you'll know when I stick other stuff up that you might enjoy too. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other ones, stick your thumbs up for it too. And if you didn't, give it a little thumbs down. But above all, whatever you do, drop in a comment. Let me know what it was you loved, what it was you hated, what it was you liked, and what it was you just couldn't stand. I like the conversation. So you let me know what it is I can do better, and I will do my best to make that happen. This one will do me absolutely fine. Right, take care, ride safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Keep that bar rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar rubber side down.